Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. A cool, damp day makes this the perfect fall-like day for some high school football action. My name's Matt Kearney, and welcome to SD Sports Buzz live stream broadcast of St. Thomas More football. Today's game features the Cavaliers going up against the Sturgis Scoopers. For the best local and regional sports coverage you can find on the internet, it's found at SD Sports Buzz. From our daily buzz post to the Nate Brown Show archive, there is always something for you, the sports fan. Just visit sdsportsbuzz.com. A reminder, you can follow me on Twitter, searching the Twitter handle at Matt Kearney. You can also follow SD Sports Buzz on Twitter, searching the Twitter handle at CC O'Hara. Just under 20 minutes left before we get this game kicked off here in Dutton Field in Rapid City between the Sturgis Scoopers and the St. Thomas More Cavaliers. Let's just mosey on through our pregame festivities. Let's look at the South Dakota Prep Media Poll for Week 4 for 11AA and 11A. We'll start with AA. Harrisburg rounds off the top spot, followed by Mitchell, Pure in 3rd, Brookings in 4th, and then Huron is in 5th. And Yankton and Sturgis are receiving some votes. In Class 11A, Madison on the top spot, followed by T-Area, Dakota Valley in 3rd, Tri-Valley in 4th, and then rounding off the 5th and final spot, Millbank. And then schools receiving some votes, West Central, Del Rapids, and St. Thomas More. Some other games happening around the area and around the state this evening. Up in Spearfish, Belfish takes on the Spearfish Spartans. That game looking to start at 6 o'clock. Custer is in Hot Springs. That game, too, looking to start at 6 o'clock. Number 1, Harrisburg for 11AA is facing off Douglas in Douglas. That game looking to start at around 6 o'clock. And then Aberdeen Central is playing Rapid City Stevens down at O'Hara Stadium. That game looking to start at 6 o'clock p.m. In some 9-man action, we have Gregory facing off Rapid City Christian. Again, it starts at 6 o'clock. Newell is at New Underwood. That game looking to start at 7 o'clock tonight. And then Lyman is in Hill City. That game slated to start at 6:30 p.m. And then tomorrow, it's some more high school football action up in Deadwood. It's the Prospector Bowl, where there's 2 varsity football games happening up there. The first game at 3 o'clock Mountain Daylight Time, Todd County and Little Wound. And then the 6 o'clock game is Crow Creek facing off Lead Deadwood. Let's go over some team notes here. We'll start off with Sturgis. They have a record of They have a record of 1-2. The Scoopers played against the Rapid City Rapid City Central last week and lost 42-0. Defensive highlights for the Scoopers included an interception by Tom Shaw, 2 fumble recoveries made by Joe Carpenter and Cameron Brinkman. And then the Sturgis next game is against Spearfish at Whittle Field up in Sturgis. Game time slated to start at 6 o'clock Mountain Daylight Time. And then we'll look at St. Thomas More. They have a record of 1-2. The Cavaliers played against West Central last week and lost 43-13. Tom Rafferty scored a 7-yard touchdown. Jacob Hyde scored a 20-yard touchdown. And we actually have a coach interview with Wayne Sullivan from Nate Brown.
St. Thomas More has had a challenging schedule. There's no question about that. And now they get set to try and get back to their winning ways. They play Sturgis at St. Thomas More coming up this Friday. And the Cavaliers head coach is Wayne Sullivan. He joins me on the First Interstate Bank Sports Line. Coach, thanks for the time. How are you?
I'm doing good, Nate. I appreciate you having me on.
Let me ask you about the last game. We have to discuss that. I went to a majority of the game. I had to go coach soccer for my daughter. I thought, wait a second, I didn't see that final score right. No, it was really close. It was a 8-point game when I left. 43-13 was the final. West Central beat you. There were just some things that snowballed, speaking of that, at the end of the game. What was the message, I guess, to the team? It felt like a much more competitive game than the final score. What did you have to say after that game?
Well, it's tough to have some words after a game like that when the wheels kind of fall off. The biggest thing is what kind of team are we after something like this? It's all nice when you're winning and it's all good. Your character's good. But when you come off a tough loss, and then, now I asked them, how are you going to react? What's the character of this team? Is this something that we can bounce back from? Are you going to fold up like a tent, or are you going to come out and you're going to work? And we've had some meetings already this weekend and yesterday with the team. I had a big senior meeting. They called it, which was great. There's some things that, they're asking for to work on, and things as coaches that we're going to change in some personnel issues that we think might give us a better chance, whether we platoon more. I think one of the biggest things was we kind of ran out of gas, which is on me, to get them ready. But most of our boys do go both ways, to where I told them you play teams back east, they'll bring in 10 new guys on offense, 10 new guys on punts. And that's how they've got numbers, which unfortunately we don't at this time, being the smallest A school with West Central being one of the biggest. But that's okay. That's what we want. We want to play the best. They flat out beat us, so we got to come back and get better.
You said, well, we're going to look at what we need to do, change some things. Maybe we need to reevaluate some things. But I don't feel like it's panic button here. I mean, I look at the teams you've played. Yes, you are 1-2, just an unfamiliar feeling. But what's the feeling like within the team? There's still got to be a confidence with this team.
Well, again, they're not used to doing that. I mean, all through their middle school and freshman and JV schedules, they've never lost 2 games in a row. Actually, I don't think they lost a game in 8th through 10th grade. So a lot of these kids now, that are seniors are experiencing something where that's why I challenged their character. Now, how are you going to react? And yeah, it was. We told them at the beginning, your first 4 games are going to be tougher than heck. You got 2 of the perennial powers back east. You got 2 big AA schools on this side who are improving. So, it's gut check time. I think we're going to respond well, though. I think the boys are going to come ready to work, which we have. We had a great film session yesterday, and one of the things is all coaches tell them, film doesn't lie. So there's a lot of things for us to work on fundamentally. But, again, I told them every game's a playoff from here on out. If we want to make the playoffs, we got to get busy.
Wayne Sullivan, St. Thomas More head coach, on today. They are 1-2, lost a tight one to T on the road, and then we're a tight game with West Central. Kind of went awry in the fourth quarter, and West Central beat them 43-13. So I looked at it. How about from a physicality standpoint? You think maybe we got a little tired late in that game? But I was wondering, is this team physically able to match up? It seemed like you could against T, and it seemed like from a physical standpoint you could against West Central. Am I wrong?
No, I think physically, I think we're there. But it's about finishing, like you had stated earlier about, even the Broncos. I wish you'd give the Steelers some love, but that's another conversation we'll have later. But, we're physical. I think what we're trying to get to is maybe get more boys platooning in, maybe have some of our sophomores and juniors step in and become players right away. That might help us down the road because, again, if we might see one of these two teams again, and if so, are we going to be in a better position to finish by being able to give other guys reps?
Is it the focus this week in practice? What is it? Is it getting back to the fundamentals, the basics? Is it working these guys pretty hard physically, trying to push them to the test a little bit? What's the focus this week?
Well, you hit on two of them. One, we're going to work. I told them we're never going to be tired again. I don't care if you do go both ways because, like I told them at the end, that was on me. So now I will get them ready. I will not fail them in that aspect. So we won't be tired. So we're going to get after it. And then the second thing, I think, is start focusing on some of the things that we do really well and continue to just do that, as opposed to try and do too many things. Sometimes and I've experienced it, I've done it, when I get a senior-laden team, I think we can put in things and try a couple of things that, might work here and there, as opposed to just keep focusing on things that are working right now, and then maybe add one or two as each week comes on. But I might have thrown too much at them at the beginning, so we kind of pared things down as a coaching staff when we met yesterday. What are the 5 or 6 things we do really well, and let's just keep with it.
Let me ask you about the offense. What's the identity of this offense? You've made some really big plays, some nice plays through the air. Then I've seen guys like Jake Larson have great games on the ground. He had a great, solid game against T out there. What's the identity of the offense?
Well, and again, that's a great question. That's something that we're trying to find. Back to what we talked about, what are the 5, 6 things we do well on the ground? What are our 5, 6 best pass plays that we can go off of what they're giving us? That's what we're going to focus on. We're still a 50-50 team. We run, actually the first 3 games, we've run the ball more than we've thrown it, even though we've been down in 2 of those games. I just think that, what we're doing, if we can get drives and sustain drives by doing the little things we do well, that's going to bode well for us in the next few weeks.
Let me ask you about Sturgis as I let you run. It's Sturgis this week. You get them at your place. Sturgis started out the year by... they hadn't won a game in 2 years. Then they beat Belfouche, but now they've lost. Lost to Douglas, lost to Rapid City Central pretty big. They've faced some tough teams as well. What do you think of the Sturgis team, double wing attack?
Well, again, they're much improved. He moved some personnel around that I think has really helped him with putting Gavin West at quarterback and then making Noah a premier running back. They're loaded, too. I mean, they got big kids up front. They got good running backs. I think, if for us to get back on track, we can't have penalties. We can't stall our own drives and shoot our own selves in the foot, which, in watching both those games with them against Central and Douglas, teams were able to move the ball and not stall their own drives. But Sturgis is so much more improved. I mean, Coach Koteski's done a great job. So, again, I'm expecting another good battle for us on Friday night, and it's going to be a good football game.
I look forward to it. Sturgis pays a visit to St. Thomas More this Friday. Head coach of the Cavaliers trying to get to 2-2. Wayne Sullivan on today. Coach, I always appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you, Nate. You have a good day, bud.
And that was St. Thomas More coach Wayne Sullivan speaking with Nate Brown. Now, you can listen to the Nate Brown Show, South Dakota's only live and local sports talk show in West River, on Kim Radio, 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Monday through Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Are you not near a radio? No problem. You can download the MixLR app in the App Store on your phone and search The Nate Brown Show, or you can go to sdsportswiz.com and click on the Nate Brown Show tab. So just about 7:30 left to go in pregame before we get this game kicked off here in Dutton Field in Rapid City. Current temperature right now is 50 degrees right now. So it's been a little cool day, a little dreary day, but we need the moisture, we need the rain. It's welcomed.
Your raffle tickets are right inside the door where it's nice, toasty, and warm. Get your raffle tickets for a chance to win.
Just so you know, you can tell your friends, tell your family that we are live. As of right now, they could go to sdsportsbuzz.com and click on the live events tab. It's labeled in red, easy to see. Just click on it and it'll take you right to the video. Or if you're having troubles going through the site, you can go to YouTube and search Sturgis versus STM. Couple of score updates coming through Twitter. On the other side of the state, Yankton is playing Sioux Falls Roosevelt. They're trailing Sioux Falls Roosevelt 13-3. Yankton just kicked a 32-yard field goal. I'm not sure what quarter that one is in. We have, let's see, what else is coming up? We have Sioux Falls O'Gorman playing Sioux Falls Lincoln, and O'Gorman showing the Patriots how it's done. It's 34-0 somewhere in the third quarter. Again, O'Gorman leading Sioux Falls Lincoln 34-0. Actually, that game's in the second quarter of play. Just about ready to hit the 3-minute mark here in pregame warmups as we're about ready to start some high school football action here in Dutton Field in Rapid City as the Sturgis Scoopers 2-1 trying to get their second win of the season, and also St. Thomas More 2-1 trying to get their second win of the season as well. Couple of changes for the St. Thomas More offense tonight. Ryder Kirsch, excuse me, is the quarterback tonight, replacing Cade Kavanaugh. I just drew a blank on that name. So Ryder Kirsch will play in for Cade Kavanaugh for quarterback tonight. Looks like we're about ready to start here. I'll turn it over to the PA announcer.
Pleased to welcome you tonight to St. Thomas More High School. This contest is being conducted under the guidance and regulations of the South Dakota High School Activities Association for the enjoyment and educational benefit of high school students. Good sportsmanship is essential for the success of these programs. Please let the players play, the coaches coach, the officials officiate, and you, the fan, cheer positively for your team. Thank you. Now, please give a warm welcome for tonight's officials. They are Corey Jacobs, Don Oliver, Dwayne Nielsen, Andy Biskowski, and Roger Gallimore. These officials are licensed by the South Dakota High School Activities Association to work tonight's game. And now, your St. Thomas More cheerleaders. Lauren Sanders, Abby Julian, Isabella Ryder, Jasmine Holt, Lexi Peters, Alex Cadot, Abby Montoya, Michaela Simonik, Caroline Ingram, and Alexia Wright. Cavalier cheerleaders are coached by Amy Ryder, Bree Flannery, and Tracy Stamper. And now, the Sturgis Brown Scoopers offensive starters. Wearing number 1 tonight for the Scoopers, at wide receiver, Josh Fowler. Wearing number 2, a running back, 5'11", 161 pounds, Noah Wampshire. At tight end, number 11, Jay Kroll. At quarterback, number 14, 6'2", $169, Gavin West. At fullback, number 40, Trevor Erlenbush. At one guard, number 51, 5'7", 192, Joel Fleming. At another guard, number 54, 6'1", 244 pounds, Joel Carpenter. At tackle, number 60, 6', 220, a sophomore, Cy Eichsenberger. At center, wearing number 72, 6'2", $191, Cody Cox. At tackle, wearing number 77, 6'2", $190, Zaire Johnson Landell. And at running back for the Scoopers, Cameron Brinkman. Sturgis is coached by Chris Koletsky. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your seniors for the St. Thomas More Cavaliers. Wearing number 1, a quarterback, 5'10", $175, Kane Kavanaugh. Wearing number 2, 6', 180, Ross Skinner. At wide receiver and DB, number 7, 6', 175, Thomas Rafferty. At wide receiver tonight for the Cavaliers, number 19, 6', 175, Jake Bonenkamp. At running back, 5'8", 170, number 20, Shay Casey. Wearing number 26 for the Cavaliers, 5'9", 170 pounds, Jordan Graper. At running back and linebacker, number 33, 6'1", 193.5 pounds, Jake Larson. On the line for the Cavaliers, number 50, 6'5", 255 pounds, Christian Simonik. Another senior for the Cavaliers, 6'1", 190, number 53, Matthew Lemke. Wearing number 54 for St. Thomas More. Offensive line and a linebacker, 5'10", $170, Stone Durham. Wearing number 61 for the Cavs, 6'2", 175 pounds, Joe Peppel. Wearing number 62 for the Cavaliers, 6 foot, 210 pounds, Ryan Ahrensdorf. And the final senior for the Cavaliers, number 78, 6 foot 2, 265 pounds, Kobe Whipple. St. Thomas More is coached by Mr. Wayne Sullivan. And now, football fans, at this time, as we get ready to honor America, would you please stand and face our flag? Proper respect is to face the flag. Remove your hat or cap and stay standing at attention with your right hand over your heart. Veterans and active duty military not in uniform may also salute the flag. Tonight's national anthem will be sung by Mia Hilt, a senior at St. Thomas More High School. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets had glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Mia Hilt, ladies and gentlemen.
We're just a few minutes before kickoff here at Dutton Field. Pre-game festivities have concluded, and we're about ready for the coin toss at midfield. So Sturgis won the toss and they'll defer to the second half. St. Thomas More will receive for the opening first half here at Dutton Field. A cool one tonight. Currently it's 50 degrees in Rapid City. That's perfect weather for some high school football action. Quick score update. It's halftime now for an 11 AAA. It's Sioux Falls Roosevelt playing Yankton, and Roosevelt leads by 3 points, 13-10 at halftime. So both teams have a record of 1-2, looking for their second win of the season. Sturgis really improved this year. We'll see what they can do tonight. So Sturgis will kick it off. St. Thomas More will receive here in the first half. Gavin West, number 14, will kick it off for the Scoopers. Gavin West, the 6'2", 169-pound junior for the Scoopers. Looks like in the backfield for the Cavaliers is Thomas Rafferty, number 7.
Thomas Rafferty and Riley Olson.
And Riley Olson in the backfield.
Football fans, make some noise. Let's get ready to play some football.
Friday evening, South Dakota High School football action. Is underway here on SD Sports Buzz. Short kick, taken around their own 29. And that's where the Cavaliers will start this drive. As Thomas McGuire caught the kick. Thomas McGuire, 6 foot, 170-pound sophomore. So 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers. Ryder Kirsch in the QB position tonight. As looks like they're going to go with 3 wideouts. Person in the wing. I think that is Shea Casey, number 20 in the wing. Man in motion. That's Skinner. Pitch to Skinner. Coming to the near side. Tackled by Gavin West. And they will mark it at their own 40, we'll say 46-yard line. So 1st and 10 for St. Thomas More. Ball at their own 45-yard line. Again, they'll go with 3 wideouts, 1 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Person in a single wing, Shea Casey in motion. Snap, hands it off to Shea Casey. He'll take it up the middle, going nowhere fast. Gain of no yards on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Cavaliers.
No gain on the play. Second out. 2nd and 10.
So 2nd and 10 for the Cavs. Looks like they're going to go with 4 wideouts. As whistles on the field as for an equipment timeout. And everything's squared and good to go. So 4 wideouts for the Cavs. 3 on the near side, 1 to the far side. Ball snap. Krish going to call his own number, running to the far side. Runs right into Noah Wamshire for the Scoopers. Noah Wamshire, the 5'11", 161-pound senior for the Scoopers. And like that, it's 3rd down. 3rd and 9 now for the Cavs. Gain of 1 yard. Ball at their own 46-yard line. Going with 4 wideouts. Ball snap. Kirsch looking to throw in the pocket. Rolling to the near side. He's going to call his own number. Runs up the sideline. Gets the 1st down and out of bounds into Scooper territory. Looks like they'll mark it at around the 43, but there's a flag all the way back at the original line of scrimmage, and we'll see what the penalty is. It's a holding penalty against St. Thomas More. That will back him up 10 yards, and it will still be 3rd down.
Holding on the Cavaliers.
So 3rd and 19. Ball's pushed back all the way up to their own 47. They're going to go in a double wing. 2 wideouts. As whistles are finally indicating that refs are ready. Ball snap. Kirsch going to roll to the near side. Looking for some passing options. Incomplete. Intended for Shea Casey, number 20. for the Cavs, so it's going to be 4th down. Shea Casey is 5'8", 170-pound senior for the Cavs. And there's another flag on the play. Not sure what the penalty is here. Looks like it's going to be against STM here. We'll see what the call is. As the ref is trying to turn his mic on. There he goes. Another holding penalty against St. Thomas More. And a holding penalty against Sturgis. Both penalties are declined, and it will be 4th down.
Offsetting penalties will play 3rd down. 3rd and 19.
Okay, so it's just going to be a replay down. So it's 3rd and 19 now for the Cavs. They'll come with 3 wideouts, 4 wideouts. Shotgun formation. Ball snap. Kirsch looking to throw in the pocket. Looking, rolling to the far side. Finally makes a toss and going nowhere far. Looks like it was intended for Ross Skinner, the 6 foot, 180-pound senior. And it's 4th down for the Cavs. With 10:19 left to go here in the Corey's Tire Factory first quarter. So St. Thomas More going to kick it off here. In the backfield for the Scoopers is Noah Wamshire, number 2. Ball's snapped, kicked, it's up in the air. They're going to call fair catch. Wamshire slips, and they're going to start the drive at their own 40-yard line as Gavin West and company come onto the field and show the Cavs what they have in store. So Gavin West, 6'2", 169-pound junior for the Scoopers. They'll come out with a double wing. Man in motion, ball snap. He'll hand it off in the backfield. And I think that was to Cameron Brinkman. Or no, Cameron Brinkman wasn't on the carry. I'm not sure who was on the carry there. So 2nd and 6 now. Gain of 4 yards. Ball placed at the Sturgis 44-yard line. Will come in the single wing. West takes the snap, hands it off. No, he's got to call his own number. And looks like a gain of about 3 yards for the Scoopers. It'll be 3rd and 4 for Sturgis. 9:14 left to go here in the Corey's Tire Factory first quarter. Sturgis comes quickly to the line. Gavin West takes the snap, hands it off to number 40, and it's going to be a loss of a couple yards. Number 40 for the Scoopers is Trevor Erlenbush, 5'8", 174-pound sophomore, as it will be 4th and 6 for the Scoopers. So loss of 3 yards. As Jay Krill will kick it off. As Ross Skinner and Tom Rafferty in the backfield for St. Thomas More. Jay Krill, 6'4", 209-pound junior. Ball snap, hits the ground. Gets it kicked in the air. Booming kick. Tom Rafferty muffs the ball's loose. That's a live ball. And I think St. Thomas More, no. It's Sturgis football. Nope, okay. I was going to say something there, but no, the ref didn't know which direction. So it's St. Thomas More ball. Tom Rafferty. It's like kind of a slick ball out there. It's a natural grass field. A little slick out there due to all the moisture in the air and the rain that we had earlier today. So I wouldn't be surprised if a few fumbles were to occur throughout the game. So 1st and 10 for the St. Thomas More Cavaliers. Ball at their own 12-yard line. Looks like they're going to go with 3 wideouts with Skinner in the single wing. Man in motion. Ball snap. Ball on the ground. Krish picks it up, finds a man wide open. He gets the first down and some more. Finally gets ran out of bounds.
First pass is complete to Larson. The pass
As
is good.
Jake Larson makes the catch and a run. Jake Larson for the Cavaliers is 6'1", 190-pound senior. As it's 1st and 10 at their own 30. So Krish takes the snap, hands it off to Larson, running to the far side, and he'll go out of bounds.
Larson, the ball carrier.
Well, this looks like a gain of no yards on the play.
No gain. Play 2nd down.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. Ball at their own 30-yard line. Looks like they're going to go with 4 wideouts this time. Ball snap. Krish pass, screen pass to Larson. And it's going to be a loss of at least 1 yard.
Fleming in on the tackle.
As
3rd down.
Joel Fleming makes the tackle for the Scoopers. Joel Fleming is 5'7", 192-pound senior. So 3rd down and 11 to go. Ball at their own 29-yard line. 2 wideouts, double wing. Ball snap. Krish looking to throw down the middle. Still in the pocket, looking for someone. Finally passes it, and it's caught. As a couple of Sturgis players run into themselves. As Tom Rafferty makes a catch, and it's a 1st down for the Cavaliers with 6:40 left to go here in the Corey Tire Factory 1st quarter. So the ball is now in Sturgis territory. Looks like it's going to be at the Sturgis 42-yard line. Man in motion, ball snap. He'll pitch it off to Skinner. Skinner running to the near side and gets tackled by Gavin West out of the 30-yard line. So they get the 1st down there. Ball at the Sturgis 30. As it looks like the Cavs will go with 3 wideouts, 2 on the far side. Person in the wing, ball snap. Krish looking to throw, throws it. Shea Casey's open. He gets the 1st down and some more. He's to the 10 and out at around the 8. So it's 1st and goal for the Cavaliers here, with 6:16 left to go here in the Corey's Tire Factory 1st quarter. As the Cavs again will go with 5 wideouts, nobody in the backfield. Rafferty in motion, gets the ball pitched to him, going to the near side, and he's going to run out of bounds at the 6.
Thomas Rafferty around the left end.
Looks like they're going to mark it at the 5.
2nd down.
So 2nd and goal. Again, 5 wideouts, nobody in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Krish takes a snap. Rolling to the near side. Caught by Jake Larson. And great defensive move by Sturgis to not get Larson in there, as Noah Wamshire was one of the tacklers for the Scoopers. It'll be 3rd down. Ball's placed at the Sturgis 3. And they're going to go in the power I. Ball snap. Kirsch hands it off to Larson. Ball's loose, and it's Sturgis football. Noah Wamshire on the recovery there. So just like that, a good drive by St. Thomas More, erased just like that on a horrible, just an easy pass off on the ground and recovered by the Scoopers. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Sturgis Scoopers at their own 6 with 5:31 left to go here in the Corey's Tire Factory first quarter. So Sturgis will get their second drive here. They're going to go in the double wing set. Ball snap. He'll hand it off to, looks like number 29. 29 for the Scoopers is Jason Burnham. 5'8", 153-pound sophomore. As they'll lose about 2 yards on the play. So it'll be 2nd and we'll say about 12. Ball placed at the Sturgis 4-yard line. As we reach 5 minutes. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Double wing, ball snap, Burnham in motion. Ball snap, Gavin West nearly trips. And as Noah Wamshire was given the ball there. And Sturgis will lose more yards. As they lose 1 more yard. So ball's placed at their own 2. As it's 3rd down. They'll go back in the double wing set. Man in motion. Ball snap. West looking. No, he hands it up the middle. As Erlenbush makes the carry. And it'll be 4th down now for the Scoopers. Gain of 4 yards. It's kind of hard to tell where Sturgis is going to run the ball. They've been running that all season, and I think they do a great job trying to hide the ball there on who's going to run it there. So Jay Krill will kick it off for the Scoopers. Back almost to the back line of the end zone. Ball snap. Krill kicks it. Nice punt. It'll bounce at the 46, and it will roll all the way and stop at the St. Thomas More 25. So after a good drive by the Cavaliers, erased on a fumble, they'll get a chance to do that all over again as the ball is placed at their own 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cavs. 3:29 left to go here in the Corey's Tire Factory first quarter. St. Thomas More with the ball again. It's still scoreless. Shea Casey in motion, ball snap. He'll hand it off to Jake Larson. Running to the far side, has some room to run. Looks like he'll get the first down and some more. Gavin West right in front of him and finally pushes him out of bounds. As there's a flag down. I think it's on the far side. Let's see what the penalty is. Personal foul penalty against the Scoopers. So that will be a first down for the Cavs. That will move the ball all the way to the Sturgis 41-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Cavs. It'll look like they'll go in 3 wideouts. Person in the single wing. Shea Casey in motion. Ball snap. Fake pitch to Shea Casey. And looks like Skinner Washes off a few Scooper players, and he has some room to run. He's to the 10, 5, and he's in for the touchdown. Ross Skinner in on the 41-yard scamper into the end zone. And with 3:09 left to go here in the Corey's Tire Factory first quarter, the St. Thomas More Cavaliers lead the Scoopers 6-0. Joe Peppel to attempt the PAT. It's snapped. It's in the air. And that ball is good. So with 3:09 left here in the first quarter, the St. Thomas More Cavaliers lead the Sturgis Scoopers 7-0.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
.09 left to go here in the first quarter. The St. Thomas More Cavaliers just scored on a 41-yard run by Ross Skinner. So, St. Thomas More going to kick it off here. Joe Peppel in the backfield for Sturgis is Noel Wamshire and Burnham. Ball's kicked. Short kick. That was considered an onside kick, and it looks like St. Thomas More has the ball. And they do. So on a surprise onside kick there for the Cavaliers, it's St. Thomas More football at the Sturgis Scooper. We'll say the Sturgis Scooper 38. So it looks like the Cavs will come up with 3 wideouts, 2 on the far side, 1 to the near side. And flags on the play. It's going to be encroachment on the defense for the Scoopers. So that will move the ball up 5 yards. And it will be 1st and 5 from the Sturgis Scooper 33. So they'll come in the same formation as they did. 3 wideouts. Ball snap. Krish hands it off to that Kavanaugh, number 1. I think that was yeah, Cade Kavanaugh.
Initial hit on the play by Fowler.
Made the carry. Cade Kavanaugh, 5'10", 175-pound senior. With under 3 minutes to go in the Corey's Tire Factory first quarter. So it looks like the Cavs will come out in the same formation. 3 wideouts, 2 on the near or far side, 1 to the near side. Ball snap, Krish passes it. Man open, Jake Bonenkamp, a cut, and he's in for the touchdown. 32-yard pass from Krish to Bonenkamp. And with 2:28 left to go here in the Corey's Tire Factory first quarter, the St. Thomas More Cavaliers lead the Sturgis Scoopers 13-0. Joe Peppel going to attempt the PAT here. Ball snap in the air. And it's good. So 2:28 left to go in the Corey Tire Factory first quarter. St. Thomas More leads Sturgis 14-0. About ready to kick it off here again. St. Thomas More scores again with Jake Bonenkamp on a 32-yard pass. As Joe Pepple about ready to kick it off here, will be another surprise offside kick. Or onside kick. I don't think so. Ball snap. It'll bounce around the 17 as 23 makes the turn. And will be stopped at their own 26, it looks like. So 1st and 10 for the Sturgis Scoopers. That was Carter Neuschwander on the carry. He's 5'9", 159-pound senior for the Scoopers. So 1st and 10 for Sturgis at their own 26 with 2:18 left to go here in the Corey's Tire Factory first quarter. Looks like they'll go in the double wing, man in motion. That's Brinkman. Hands the ball off to Wamshire. Wamshire will run off the middle. And it looks like he'll gain about 5 yards on the play.
Wamshire ball carrier. With the win on the attack for the Cavaliers. 2nd down.
As it'll be 2nd and 5. Ball placed at their own 31. Skippers will come onto the line of scrimmage. Looks like they'll run the single wing this time. 2 wide outs on the near side. Ball snapped. West hands it off to Erlingbush. Erlingbush going nowhere fast. Held by Ross Skinner, and looks like Erlenbush is hurt. As an injury timeout will come out to the field, and the Sturgis Scoopers will see what is up with Erlingbush. Look like he might be cramping. 124 stopped on the Corey's Tire Factory first quarter. The St. Thomas More Cavaliers lead the Sturgis Scoopers 14-0. A couple of score updates coming through Twitter. Del Rapids playing West Central. Currently, Del Rapids leading West Central 14-0 in the first quarter. Millbank area playing Aberdeen Roncalli. And in Millbank area leading Roncalli 12-0. And it looks like that game is in the second quarter. So Erlingbush will come on to the sideline as it will be 3rd down and 6. Gain of 1 yard. Ball placed at their own 32. Double wing formation. Man in motion. West takes the snap. Rolling to the near side, looking to throw. Passes it right in front of him to Cameron Brinkman, and looks like it's going to be no gain on the play. Cameron Brinkman, the 5'7", 136-pound senior for the Scoopers, and it'll be 4th down now for the Scoopers. Gain of 1 yard, 4th and 5, as Jay Crow will come back onto the field and attempt another kick here. Rafferty and Skinner in the backfield for the Cavs, as we're under a minute of gameplay here in the Corey's Tire Factory first quarter. So the ball snap. Krill will take the punt. Nice punt again by Krill. Rafferty will take it out around his own 26, trying to find some room to run. And he'll get gobbled up by a whole line of Scoopers in the middle. As it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cavs at their own 40-yard line. So 32 seconds stopped on the board. Shea Casey in motion, ball snap. He'll hand it off to Casey. Casey misses a scooper and runs out of bounds on the STM sideline. Looks like he gained about 4 yards in the play. 25 seconds now. Gain of 4 yards. 2nd down and 6. Ball at their own 45. Looks like they'll come out with 4 wideouts. 2 on each side. Man in motion. Kavanaugh. Ball snap. He'll hand it off to Shea Casey. Or no, that's Jake Larson, number 33.
Larson, the ball carrier.
And immediately met with number 54. That's Joel Carpenter for the Scoopers. Joel Carpenter, 6'1", 244-pound senior for the Scoopers. As the first quarter is about ready to expire here. And there it is. At the end of one, it's St. Thomas More Cavaliers leading the Sturgis Scoopers 14-0.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in South Dakota did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
So as the second quarter gets kicked off here, it's 3rd down and 8 for the St. Thomas More Cavs. As it's an incomplete pass, but there's a flag on the field. See what the penalty is. As the drizzle comes in, it's a holding call against Sturgis. It's an automatic first down.
Penalty is on the Scoopers. With the penalty, it will be a first down for the Cavaliers.
So, 1st and 10 for the Cavs. Ball placed at their own 49. 3 wideouts for the Cavs. Man in motion, that's Kavanaugh. Ball snap. Screen pass to Jordan Graper, number 26. Another flag. It's called on the play as Graper runs out. Jordan Graper is 5'9", 170-pound senior. And we'll see what the penalty is. It's another holding call, this time against STM. And that will back him up 10 yards. As it will still be first down. So it'll be 1st and 20 now for the Cavs. They'll place the ball at... They'll place it at their own 49.
First down and 15.
Actually, it was only a 5-yard penalty. So 1st and 15 now. 4 wideouts, 3 on the near side, 1 to the far side. Chris pass, Shea Casey in the middle.
Pass is complete to Shea Casey.
As gain of 5 yards, they'll place out the Scooper 45. As it'll be 2nd and 10 now. As they'll come back with 4 wideouts. 3 on the near side, 1 to the far side. Ball snap. He'll hand it off to Jake Larson. He'll run up the middle there, and looks like he'll gain at least 1 yard. Actually, a gain of 2 showing up on the board. So it'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Cavaliers here in the Rapid City Medical Center second quarter. Play clock under 5 seconds now. Ball snap. Kirsch looking to throw in the pocket. Rolls to the near side, still rolling, looking for someone to pass to, and incomplete. Intended for Rafferty, but no good. Rafferty was being defended by Noah Wamshire, number 2. So it's 4th down, 4th and 8 for the Cavs. Punting unit will come back onto the field. This looks like Wamshire will be the deep man for the Scoopers. Ball snap. Kicked in the air. Will bounce it around the 10, and it will go into the end zone for a touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Sturgis Scoopers at their own 20-yard line.
First down.
Score update, a 9-man football action at the end of 1. Gregory leading over Repsay Christian 30-0. So 1st and 10 for the Scoopers. Ball snap. Gavin West will spin and call his own number. He'll run up the middle. Flag on the play.
Quarterback keeper, there is a flag on the play.
As we'll see what the penalty is. So chop block called against the Scoopers. They'll back up the ball. I believe it's a 10-yard penalty. Yep, it's a 10-yard penalty. So the ball will be at their own 10-yard line. So it looks like they're in the double wing. And another flag on the play. False start against the Scoopers. They'll back them up 5 yards. So now they're back all the way to their own 5-yard line. With 10:18 left to go here in the Rapsay Medical Center second quarter. So it'll be 1st and 25 for the Scoopers. Ball at their own 5-yard line. They'll come up to the line quickly. Looks like they'll go in the double wing, man in motion. That's Noah Wamshire. Ball snap. Gavin West will call his own number, run up the middle. And looks like he'll gain about 2 yards on the play.
West, the ball carrier.
So it'll be 2nd and, I'm going to say 2nd and 23. Ball at their own 7-yard line. With under 10 minutes left to go here in the first half. So 2nd and 23 for the Scoopers. 2 wide outs. Double wing. Ball snap. West looking to throw. Throws it. Noah Wamshire. And loss on the play. Loss of 2. So it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 25. Back at their own. Actually, no. Excuse me. It's hard to see from this angle. So it's still 3rd and 23. No gain of yards on the play. Ball still at their own 7. So it looks like the Scoopers will come in the double wing. Ball snap. West will call his own number. Trying to run up the middle there.
West, the ball carrier.
As looks like they gained. They gained 3 yards now. So 4th and 20 now for the Sturgis Scoopers. Jay Krill will be in his end zone as Rafferty and Skinner in the backfield for the Cavs. Ball snap. Krill high punt. Oh, bounce out around the 30. And the Skippers will down it at the 31. So with 8:23 left to go here in the Rapid City Medical Center second quarter, St. Thomas More Cavaliers get the ball at their own 31-yard line as they lead the Sturgis Scoopers 14-0. So the Cavs will come on to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they're going to go with 2 wideouts, or 3 wideouts. Person in the single wing. Ball snap, Kirsch looking to throw on the near side. Makes a booming pass to Tom Rafferty. And he's in for the touchdown. Kirsch to Rafferty connection. And it's good for 6 points. So Joe Peppel will come on to the field to attempt the PAT as the clock is stopped at 8:17 here. Left to go here in the first half. And the St. Thomas More Cavaliers attempting a PAT here. Ball snap in the air. And it's good. So with 8:17 left to go here in the second half, the St. Thomas More Cavaliers lead the Sturgis Scoopers 21-0. Couple of score updates coming through Twitter. Del Rapids playing Tri-Valley. Right now in the third quarter, it's Del Rapids leading Tri-Valley 14-7 with 3:03 left in the third quarter. At halftime, Rapid City Stevens leads Aberdeen Central 7-0. And it looks like Madison's leading the Tanagers 26-0. As the St. Thomas More Cavaliers looking to kick off the ball here. As we're ready to kick it off, Joe Peppel kicks it off. 23 will take it out of zone 10. Finding some room to run. And he sees a Cavalier player, and that's where the Skippers will start this drive. 8:11 left to go here in the Rapid City Medical Center second quarter. Again, the Cavaliers lead the Scoopers 21-0. Looks like the ball will be placed at their own 23. Starting to get a little chilly outside. Of course, it's been a cool day all day today with the rain and the fog and starting to feel fall-like. I actually need my hand warmers up here in the booth. So it's 1st and 10 for the Scoopers. Ball snap. West will hand it off to... not sure who it was. Number 54. That's Joel Carpenter on the carry.
Joel Carpenter, the ball carrier.
As Carpenter gains 7 yards on the play, it'll be 2nd and 3 at their own, I'll say 32. Scoopers will come in a double wing set, 2 wideouts, man in motion, ball snap. He'll hand it off to Carpenter again, up the middle. Might have gained looks like 2 yards on the play.
2-yard gain by Carpenter up the middle.
And it is a 2-yard gain up the middle. 3rd and 1 now for Sturgis. Sturgis taking their time here, trying to get their play called here. Under 7 minutes to go here. Gavin West finally comes back into the huddle. Play clock. And whistles, and looks like a timeout's going to be called on Sturgis. 6:47 left to go here in the Rapid City Medical Center second quarter. The Cavs lead 21-0. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Sturgis Scoopers. Man in motion, and it's going to be a flag. False start for the Scoopers. 29 over the line, too early. So I'll back him up 5 yards. That's Jason Bertham. So he'll back the ball up to 5 yards. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Scoopers. We'll go with 2 wideouts, double wing. Noel Wamshire in motion, ball snap. They'll hand the ball off to Wamshire. Wamshire looking for some room to run. Tackled by one of the Cavalier players. I think it's enough for a first down, and it is. So Sturgis gets their first down in the second quarter. I believe that's the first one in the game. Ball's placed at their own 39. Again, double wing, ball snap. Berham in motion. They run the ball up the middle. I'm not sure who got the ball, but I think it's still Scooper ball, and it is Scooper ball. It will be 2nd down now. Loss of about 1 yard on the play.
Second down.
Up on the board, it's reading 2nd and 10, but it looks like it's 2nd and 11. So 2nd and 11 with the Scoopers. Ball snap. He'll hand it up the middle to Carpenter again. Going nowhere fast. Looks like he gained at least a yard. So we'll go back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Scoopers with 5:40 left to go here in the Rapid City Medical Center second quarter. Go with 2 wideouts on the far side. Single wing. Wamshire in the single wing. Ball snap. West rolling. Pass and caught to Wamshire. Wamshire tiptoes and gets the first down, but looks like they're going to mark him just short. They're going to mark him at least 2 yards short, and it will be 4th down. So it's 4th and 1 on the play, and it looks like the Scoopers will go for it here. And the Scoopers will go for it here. Double wing. Wamshire in motion. They'll reset. Play clock under 5 seconds now. Man in motion. Ball snap. West will hand it off to Carpenter. Carpenter gets the first down and some more. Another first down for the Scoopers as they're starting to roll down the field here.
First and 10 Sturgis, ball on the 46-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Ball at the St. Thomas More 46-yard line. Finally back in Cavalier territory. Man in motion, ball snap. He'll hand the ball off to Wamshire. Wamshire has some room to run. He misses one tackler. He's going to run to the near side, and he gets hit by Rafferty. They're going to mark the ball at the 33-yard line, as it's another 1st and 10 for the Scoopers.
First and 10, Sturgis. Ball on the 33-yard line.
5:41 left to go here in the Rapid City Medical Center second quarter, as the Scoopers making their way down the field. Man in motion. Ball snap. West will hand it off. Going the other way to 23. Nice gain of yards. Looks like a gain of about 7. They're going to mark the ball at the St. Thomas More 24-yard line, as that was Carter Neuschwander on the carry, number 23 for the Scoopers. So it'll be 2nd down and 3. Gain of 7 yards. As they'll come in the double wing set with 2 wideouts. Ball snap, Neuschwander in motion, hands the ball off to Joe Carpenter. He gets the 1st down and some more. They're going to mark him at the St. Thomas More 15. So another Sturgis 1st down.
Parents of the seniors being honored at halftime tonight. If you could
Almost. They are in the red zone.
just beyond the Cavalier cheerleaders, we'd appreciate it if you could head down there right now. Thank you.
Under 4 minutes to play here in the second half. Scoopers with the ball. Ball at the St. Thomas More 15. Double wing set again. Ball snap. He'll hand it off to Neuschwander. And looks like he'll gain about 3 yards on the carry.
3-yard gain by Neuschwander.
So it'll be 2nd and 7 now for the Scoopers. Ball placed at the St. Thomas More 13. Again, double wing set again. Single man on the near side. Ball snap. He'll hand it up the middle to Joe Carpenter.
Carpenter with the run. There is a flag.
As there's a flag on in the backfield. It might be a holding call. We'll see what it is. It's a holding call, and it is against the Scoopers. So that will back them up 10 yards. So they're out of the red zone right now. They'll place the ball back all the way to the St. Thomas More 24-yard line with 3:06 left to go here in the Rapid City Medical Center second quarter. Again, STM leads 21-0. So a double wing set. Noah Wamshire in motion. They'll hand the ball off to Wamshire. He's trying to find some room to run, and it looks like he'll gain at least 1 yard on the carry, as we're under 3 minutes to go here, as it will be 3rd and about 19. 3rd and about 18 as they change it on the scoreboard.
3rd down. 3rd and 18.
Ball placed at the STM 23. See if the Scoopers can score a touchdown here. 2 wideouts on the far side. Single wing. West takes a snap. Rolling in the pocket. Rolling to the far side. Looking for a person. And incomplete. Intended for Nora Wamshire. And it will be 4th down for the Scoopers. So 4th down for the Scoopers. Ball at the STM 23, and they are going to go for it here. Carpenter in the backfield. Ball snap, ball's fumbled. And West just had to get on the ball there, and it's going to be turnover on down. St. Thomas more ball with 2:18 left to go here in the Rapid City Medical Center second quarter as the Cavaliers lead the Scoopers 21-0. So it looks like the Cavs are going to go with 5 wideouts, nobody in the backfield, 3 on the far side, 2 on the near side. Krish takes a snap, looking to throw in the pocket, looking to the far side, makes the toss, and it's incomplete. Believe it was intended for, it is, Jake Bonenkamp, number 19. As it will be 2nd and 10 now for the Cavs at their own 26-yard line. Again, they'll go with 5 wideouts. Nobody in the backfield. 3 on the far side, 2 to the near side. Ball snap, Krish looking to throw in the pocket. Still being rushed on the pocket. Throws it into traffic and incomplete. Intended for Ross Skinner. So it'll be 3rd and 10 now for the Cavs with 2:03 left to go here in the Rapid City Medical Center second quarter. Again, 5 wideouts. 3 on the far side, 2 to the near side. Kirsch takes a snap, high snap. Quick pass to Shea Casey and incomplete, in and out of the hands. So it's going to be 4th down as it's 1:59 left to go before halftime. And here in Dutton Field on a cool, windy evening here.
Christian Simonek back punt for the Cavaliers.
So Christian Simonek, number 50, the punter for the Cavs. 6'5", 255-pound senior. In the backfield for the Scoopers is Noah Wamshire. Takes a snap. Kicked in the air. Good kick by Simonek. It'll bounce at the 30, and it will roll to the 9, and that's where it will stop. So the Scoopers will start this drive at their own 9-yard line with 1:49 left to go here before half.
First and 10, Scoopers.
So 1st and 10 for the Scoopers. Ball at their, up on the board, it's reading 4. So ball snap, Gavin West hands up the middle to Joel Carpenter. As Carpenter looks like he gets the first, actually no, he doesn't get the first down. He's off by at least 3 yards, it looks like. As there's an injured Sturgis player on the field. So with 1:36 left to go here in Dutton Field in Rapid City, the St. Thomas More Cavaliers lead the Sturgis Scoopers 21-0. So after the quick injury timeout for the Scoopers, it's 2nd down and 2, ball at their own 18-yard line. As we're under 90 seconds left to go here before halftime. Ball snap. Looks like ball maybe was loose. No, Wamshire has it, and now the ball's loose. And now it looks like it's going to be St. Thomas More football.
Cavaliers recover the fumble.
And they do, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cavs. So the 1:16 left to go here before half.
Down, 1st and 10, St. Thomas More. Ball on the 24-yard line.
So the ball is at the Scooper 24. As it looks like the Cavs will come out with 4 wideouts, 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Ball snap. Kirsch looking to throw on the far side. Caught. I think that's Jake Bonenkamp on the catch. He's flung out of bounds. And looks like
9-yard gain on play.
it's a 9-yard gain on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 1. Ball placed around the Sturgis 15. Ball snap again, 5 wideouts. Kirsch being rushed, and he gets sacked in the backfield. I think a timeout's called against St. Thomas More. Nobody in the backfield. A quick tackle made by the Scoopers with 1:03 left to go here in the Rapid City Medical Center 2nd quarter. The Cavaliers lead the Scoopers 21-0. So after the quick timeout, 1:03 left to go here before halftime. It's going to be 3rd down. Looks like 3rd and about 14. Ball will be placed at the Scooper 28-yard line. Looks like the Cavs will come out. I believe, yep, there it is. I couldn't see the 5th player. So it's going to be 5 wideouts, 3 on the near side, 2 to the far side. Kirsch takes the snap, looking to throw downfield, makes a toss in the middle, and it's caught. Jake Larson, 28-yard pass. And that extends St. Thomas More lead 27-0 with under a minute to go here in the 2nd quarter, the Rapid City Medical Center 2nd quarter. As Joe Pebble will come back onto the field to attempt the PAT. So the ball snapped, and it's good in the air. So with 58 seconds left to go here in the Rapid City Medical Center 2nd quarter, the St. Thomas More Cavaliers lead the Sturgis Scoopers 28-0. Score update from just a couple blocks down the street here. In 11 AAA football, Aberdeen Central is playing Rapid City Stevens, and Stevens leading the Eagles 14-0. Another score update, Madison is playing Vermilion, and they are leading the Tanagers 42-0 at half. Another quick score update. Brandon Valley playing Rapid City Central, and it's Brandon Valley with the lead 41-15. So St. Thomas More about ready to kick it off here with under a minute to go here before halftime. Joe Pepple will kick it off. Looks like Noah Wamshire and Neuschwander in the backfield. It's going to be a squib kick, bounces over the head of one Scooper player, goes through the legs of Noah Wamshire, and Wamshire will get right on it. So, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Scoopers. It looks like the ball will be placed at their own 5-yard line. Yep, at their own 5. So ball snapped over up the middle. As Joe Carpenter was on the carry, as the clock will continue to wind down here at Dutton Field. On a very, very cool evening here in Rapid City. The wind is a little windy from the north here, creating a little bit of wind chill. And I should have brought my hand warmers up here in the press booth. So gain of 1 yard, 2nd and 9 for the Scoopers. Ball snap. Noah Wamshire on the carry. He'll try to run up the middle. And he'll go nowhere fast. Looks like gain of a couple more yards. Clock is 12 seconds and counting before halftime here. And that was the last play of the second quarter. So at halftime here at Dutton Field in Rapid City, the Sturgis Scoopers trailing the St. Thomas More Cavaliers 28-0. Stay tuned to SDSportsBuzz.com for the live stream coverage here. I'm just going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. We'll go over some halftime scores I can find over Twitter. Just stay tuned here to SDSportsBuzz.com.
It's the geometry teacher who mans the ticket window.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen and store managers who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the graduate who listens to the league championship game on the internet.
It's the parent who sells ads in the school athletic program.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
It's the trainers, equipment managers, and ball boys who never miss a practice.
What makes high school sports here in South Dakota so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
High school sports. It's the we that every community needs. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Just about 7:30 left to go here before we get the third quarters kicked off here in Dutton Field in Rapid City, South Dakota. On a very chilly evening here in Rapid City, the wind gusting out from the north, and it's just cold outside as St. Thomas More leads the Sturgis Scoopers, excuse me, 28-0. Let's look at some halftime scores coming through Twitter. At halftime, T-Area leading over Lennox 21-7. And looks like Sioux Falls, Washington leading Mitchell 24-0. That one in halftime. At half, Woonsocket, Westington Springs, Sanborn Central leading Redfield Dolan 27-14 at half. Looks like Bridgewater Emory Ethan leading Elk Point Jefferson 36-0 at half. Sioux Falls Christian playing Sioux Valley. That game looking to be in the second quarter. Sioux Valley leads 8-7. In the third quarter, Spearfish leads Belfouche 22-7. At halftime, McCrook Central Montrose leading Wagner 41-0. At the start of the third quarter, Hot Springs leading Custer 33-0. At halftime, looks like Mountain Vernon was playing Flandreau. Mountain Vernon leading 26-12. Winner playing Valentine, Nebraska, and the Warriors leading Valentine 12-6. And at halftime, it was still Del Rapids leading West Central 14-7. And one more score. At the end of the first half, it was Brandon Valley leading the Rapid City Central Cobblers 41-15. We have a final. Sioux Falls Roosevelt defeating Yankton 34-17. Again, final. Sioux Falls Roosevelt gets the win over Yankton 34-17. Corsica Stickney is playing Scotland. Right now in the second quarter, it looks like Corsica Stickney leading Scotland 22-6. In a final, Gregory gets the win over Rapid City Christian 52-0. I'd like to thank those of you watching on SDSportsBuzz.com for this live stream. And again, we're still live. Make sure to tell your friends, tell your family to go on over to SDSportsBuzz.com and click on the live events tab. It's bulleted in red on the homepage there. It'll take you right to the video feed. And for the best local and regional sports coverage you can find on the internet, it's found at SD Sports Buzz. From our daily buzz post to the Nate Brown Show archive, there is always something for you, the sports fan. Just visit SDSportsBuzz.com. And a reminder, you can follow me on Twitter using the Twitter handle at Matt Kearney. You can also follow South Dakota or SD Sports Buzz on Twitter, searching the Twitter handle at Matt Kearney. So about a minute 31 left to go before we get the third quarter started here in Dutton Field in Rapid City, South Dakota. The current temperature is 47 degrees outside, wind blowing from the north at around 10 miles an hour. And it's just a little chilly night tonight. So both teams currently doing warm-ups here as we're about ready to get the third quarter started here. Another great high school football weekend this weekend. And of course, there's a lot of football games happening tonight, but there's also the Prospector Bowl happening up in Lee Deadwood tomorrow at Ferguson Field in Deadwood with two varsity games. The first game at 3 o'clock has Little Wound facing Todd County at 3 o'clock Mountain Daylight Time, and then the evening game has Crow Creek facing off Lee Deadwood at 6, and I'm looking forward to going up there and watching that. So just under a minute here before we get the third quarter started. Keep on saying it through the broadcast, it's getting cooler and cooler. I have this light jacket on, and should have brought my hand warmers, or at least a pair of gloves. I need to get my football kit ready when the cold weather comes. But my hands are starting to get a little cold up here in the booth. We have a score update at the end of 3. Hot Springs leads Custer 43-0. As we're about ready to kick off the third quarter here, Sturgis will receive the ball. St. Thomas More will kick it off. So they'll put the ball back on the tee after it falls off. Joe Peppel to kick it off here for STM. In the backfield, looks like to be Noah Wamshire. It's another scoop kick. Ball taken around their own 20, and it looks like they'll stop it, and they'll start this drive at their own 35. So 1st and 10 for the Sturgis Scoopers at their own 35. So 1st and 10, looks like Sturgis will go in a double wing set. Man in motion, ball snap. He'll hand it off to Neuschwander. And it looks like he'll lose at least a couple of yards on the play there. Looks like it's going to be a loss of about, we'll say about 3. Up on the board, it's a loss of 2. So it'll be 2nd down and 12 now for the Cavs. Or for the Scoopers, excuse me. 2nd down, double wing formation, ball snap, Noah Wamshire in motion. Ball will be handed off. No, Gavin West has the ball, rolling to the near side. He's going to call his own number, and he's going to run out of bounds out around the 39, but there's a flag in the backfield.
There's a flag on the play.
See what the call is. So it looks like it's a block in the back, it looks like, against Sturgis, and that will back him up all the way to their own 20-yard line. It's still 2nd down. It'll be 2nd and about, looks like it'll be about 2nd and about, oh, let's say 20. Ball snap. Gavin West takes the snap, hands it off to someone up the middle and going nowhere fast. As it will be 3rd down. Looks like to be about 3rd and 29 up on the board for the Scoopers. Score update from just a couple blocks down the road. Rhapsody Stevens leading Rhapsody Stevens leading Aberdeen Central 14-0 at the end of 3. So double wing set, Noah Wamshire in motion, ball snap. West will get tackled immediately in the backfield by a Cavalier player. As that would be Ryan Ahrenstorff, number 62, with the tackle there. So Jay Krill will come back onto the field. As it's 4th down for the Scoopers, as it's 10 minutes to go here in the Skin Institute 3rd quarter. As it looks like Skinner and Rafferty in the backfield. Skinner will call the fair catch. Ball's loose. And it's going to be Sturgis ball. So Skinner called the fair catch. Got touched by Skinner and Sturgis on the recovery.
There's a flag on the play.
As there's a flag all the way back at the 4-yard line. And it's against Sturgis. Alrighty. So with that, it's 4th and 38 reading up on the board. Penalties decline as it's a holding call. Looks like there's 2 penalties on the play. As it'll be 4th down, so they'll re-attempt the kick here. Jay Krill backed up all the way to his end zone. As we have Rafferty and Skinner in the backfield at the Sturgis 36. Ball snap. Krill will take it. High kick, looks like. Will bounce at the 32. And it'll be down at the Sturgis 32-yard line.
Ball is down on the 31-yard line. First down. 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 for St. Thomas More. Of course, they lead 28-0 here against the Scoopers. With 9:37 left to go here in the Skin Institute 3rd quarter. As we have Ryder Kirsch. Still quarterback, Cade Kavanaugh in motion. Ball snap, he'll hand it off to Jake Larson.
Larson's the ball carrier.
As it will be 2nd and, let's say, about 2nd and 7. Gain of about 3 yards.
2nd and 7.
So gain of 3 yards. Ball placed at the STM 29. Looks like the Cavs will come out in 3 wideouts. Single man set, or single wing set, ball snap. Kirsch going to the near far side, makes the pass incomplete. I think it was Jake Bonenkamp heavily being defended by 2 Scooper players. And it is Jake Bonenkamp who is the intended receiver. So it'll be 3rd and 7 now for the Cavs. Ball placed at the Sturgis 28-yard line. Cavs will come out with 3 wideouts. 2 on the near side, 1 to the far side. Single man in the wing. Skinner in motion. Kirsch will take the snap. He'll pitch it over the head. And it's Larson. And he's in for 6 more points. 28-yard run. Or 28 pass and run to Jake Larson. Clock is stopped at 8:41 to go here in the Skin Institute 3rd quarter. And it's now 34-0. STM leading. As Joe Peppel will come out and attempt the PAT. And actually, they were going for 2 there.
Two-point conversion is good.
And they get the 2 points, so it's 36-0 here at Dutton Field as the Cavaliers lead the Scoopers 36-0. So St. Thomas More, after the 28-yard play made by Jake Larson, they'll kick it off here. Ball's up in the air. And they're going to take it out around their own 10. Noah Wamshire on the carry. Misses one player. Has some room to run. Misses another player. Still running on his feet. Going the other way now to the far side. And he finally is going to get tackled around midfield.
35-yard return.
So Wamshire on a 35-yard return there. Snaking his way through the field. And the Scoopers will get some good position on this drive here.
There is now a running clock.
And over the PA announcer, we're in mercy rules now. If the points are 35 and above, it's a running clock. So we are in a running clock situation right now. So the Scoopers will snap off the ball. Gavin Wex has it. He's going to run out of bounds at the 37. We'll probably mark it around the 38. So it's 1st and 10 for the Scoopers.
Run was good for a Sturgis first down. 1st and 10 Scoopers. Ball on the 38-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for the Scoopers. Clock running. It's down to 7:15 in the Skin Institute's third quarter. Scoopers with the ball. 2 wideouts, single wing. West takes a snap and flags on the field. Dead ball. And it's an encroachment against St. Thomas More. So I'll push the ball up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 5 at the STM 33. Double wing set. West takes a snap. Still has it. Throws it. Incomplete. Intended for Burham, number 29. As it'll be 2nd and 5 now for the Scoopers. So 2nd and 5. West takes the snap, looking to throw, throws it to the far side, tipped in the air, no good. Intended for Jay Krill. Jay Krill, 6'4", 209-pound junior for the Scoopers. So it'll be 3rd and 5 now, with the clock at 5:18. We'll have to go in the Skin Institute third quarter. Score update. Pierre over Huron 43 to nothing in the third quarter.
Third down, 3rd and 5.
So 3rd and 5 for the Scoopers. So come back in double wing. Noah Wamshire in motion. Ball snap and it slips through Gavin West's hand. He has to make something happen here. Being chased by a couple Cavalier players. Makes a toss. And it's going to be intercepted. Is it going to be counted? And I think it is. It is. It's intercepted by Tom Rafferty. 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers at their own 33-yard line. Or actually, no, at their own, we'll say 27-yard line. So it looks like the Cavaliers will come out with 3 wideouts, 2 on the far side, 1 to the near side, man in motion. That's Shea Casey. Fake pitch. They pitch it to Cade Kavanaugh. Cade Kavanaugh still on his feet, and he'll finally get tackled by a couple of Scooper players. Looks like a loss of 2 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 12 at the STM. Actually, loss of 1. Or no, a loss of 2. Ball at the STM 26. So it's actually a loss of 1 yard. 2nd and 11 now. 3:30 left to go here in the Skin Institute third quarter. And again, this is due to a running clock as we're in the mercy roll format. So Krush takes the snap, looking to throw in the pocket, throws it to the near side. It's caught and out of bounds. As it looks like it was completed to Shea Casey, number 20. So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 5, gain of 6 yards on the play. Man in motion, that's Shea Casey. Ball snap, Kirsch rolling to the near side, looking to throw downfield. Tom Rafferty incomplete. Noah Wamshire blocking Tom Rafferty. So it'll be 4th down, 4th and 5 for the Cavs. So they'll punt it off here. As Christian Siminek will punt it off here in the backfield for the Scoopers is Noah Wamshire. 2:18 left to go here in the Skin Institute third quarter, as the Cavs lead the Scoopers 36 to nothing. So the ball snap, it'll be on the ground, and he's going to run with it. It's going to be Scooper ball in some really good territory. They'll mark it at the St. Thomas More 26-yard line. So the Scoopers will take this ball.
Future Cavaliers who are playing football over in the end zone, if you guys could please move up to the higher field.
At the STM 26 with 1:37 left to go here in the Skin Institute third quarter. And again, we are in rolling clock due to mercy rules. Wamshire in motion. West will snap it off. He'll give it up the middle to Joel Carpenter.
Eastmo and Siminek in on the tackle.
As Eastmo, one of the tacklers for STM. As there's no gain of yards. So under a minute here. 2nd and 10 for the Scoopers. Man in motion. Ball snap. West will hand it off to Noah Wamshire and quickly tackled. One of the tacklers was Jacoby Whipple for St. Thomas More. So it'll be 3rd and 12 now. Loss of 2 yards on the play.
Third down. 20 seconds left. 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
15 seconds left to go here in the Skin Institute third quarter, and they're going to try to get one more play out here. 3rd and 12, ball at the STM 28-yard line. Clock down to 5 seconds. One man in motion. Ball snap. West will take the snap, looking to throw. Being rushed in the pocket, throws it downfield, and it's going to be picked off by Jordan Graper, number 26, at the St. Thomas More 4-yard line, and that's going to end the 3rd quarter. So at the end of the 3rd quarter, St. Thomas More Cavaliers lead the Sturgis Scoopers 36-0.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
So at the start of the Boulevard Dental and Rapid City Rush Hockey 4th quarter, the St. Thomas More Cavaliers lead the Sturgis Scoopers 36-0 here at Dutton Field in Rapid City. A couple of scores at the end of the 3rd quarter. Brandon Valley leads Rapid City Central 48-15. In the 4th quarter, Canton playing Beersford. Canton leads 28-6. And a final score, Hot Springs gets the win over Custer 43-0. So 1st and 10 for the Cavs at their own 4-yard line. And the whistle's finally called. At halftime, Watertown leading Brookings 7-0. Again, Watertown playing Brookings at halftime. Watertown leads 7-0. So 2nd and 6 for the Cavaliers, man in motion. Ball snap. Kirsch hands it off the ball in the middle. And I believe it's to Jake Larson. Gain of, looks like about 3 yards.
3rd down. 3rd and 2.
As will be 3rd and 2. Ball placed at their own 8-yard line. Ball snap. He'll hand it off to the middle. Still on his feet. Gets the 1st down and some more. I'm not sure who ran it up the middle there. I think it was to Larson again, but I'm not sure. So 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers. Clock winding down here. 10:20 left to go here in the Boulevard Dental and Rapid City Rush Hockey 4th quarter. On a chilly evening across western South Dakota. 1st and 10, ball snap. Kirsch hands it up to Larson, going to the far side. Looks like it was actually Shea Casey, according to the PA announcer. Gain of, looks like about 2. Actually, gain of about 1. Ball placed at the STM 27-yard line. Cavs. Ball snap. Kirsch hands it to Shea Casey. No, that's Jake Larson. And he'll make it up to the 35. Looks like they'll mark it at the STM 36.
Third down.
So it'll be third down, third and about 1. So gain of 9 yards on the play. Or gain of 8 yards on the play. Or no, 9 yards.
Special timeout for measurement.
As they're going to measure the ball here. We'll see if it's a first down or not. And it's just short. Just short. So it'll be third down in inches. STM in the power I, ball snap. Chris just going to call his own number for a QB sneak. And I think he got it. First and 10 for the Cavaliers.
Good enough for a first down. First and 10, St. Thomas 4.
Another score update. T-Area over Lennox 34-7 after 3. Cavs first and 10, power I, ball snap. He'll pitch it to Larson as he'll go to the other side of the field.
Larson on the right side, Carpenter in on the tackle. Second down.
As it'll be second down and looks like a loss of 3. Ball placed at the STM.
Second and 12.
Ball placed at the STM 35. With 7:55 left to go here in the Boulevard Dental Rapid City Rush Hockey fourth quarter. Again, the Cavs will go into power I formation. Man in motion. Ball snap, quick pass to, ball's loose now. And it's Scooper football. Is intended for Wiley Olson, the 5'10", 160-pound junior. He, ball just got popped out there, got stripped from his hands, and it's first and 10 for the Scoopers at midfield. It's at their own 49. So first and 10 for the Sturgis Scoopers with 7 minutes left in the game. Ball snap, Gavin West just going to call his own number as the pocket collapses. And it looks like he'll gain 3 yards on the play.
Larson with the tackle. Second down.
As it'll be second down now. Second and we'll say second and 7. Gain of 3 yards. Ball placed at the STM 48-yard line. As the clock is at 6:24 and counting. Scoopers will go with 2 wideouts on the far side. Ball snap, West will hand it off. No, he's got to call his own number. West going to the far side, has some room to run. Gets the first down and some more. First and 10 for the Scoopers. Ball placed at the STM 30-yard line. Final score to catch up on. Rapid City Stevens gets the win over Aberdeen Central 14-0. So first and 10 for the Scoopers. Ball snap. Ball's fumbled on the ground and quickly recovered by STM. It will be STM ball at the 30-yard line. As it will be turnover with 5:14 and counting left to go here in the Boulevard Dental and Rapid City Rush Hockey fourth quarter. Ball's placed at their own 31-yard line. So the Cavs will snap the ball, hand it off to Skinner. Skinner running up the near side, and he'll get knocked out of bounds. As Neuschwander made the tackle for the Scoopers. And it will be a first down for the Cavs.
First and 10 Cavaliers.
Cavs with 3 wideouts. Shea Casey in motion. Ball snap. He'll hand it off the ball to Shea Casey, running to the far side now. Finds some Scooper players and finally brought down. Looks like it'll be a loss of a couple yards. As it'll be second down. Second and looks like no gain on the play, according to the PA announcer. With under 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Looks like they're going to go with 4 wideouts. Ball snap. Kirsch looking to throw, being rushed. Throws it. Caught by Graper. Graper now going to cut the corner. Flag on the play. Running. He's to the 30, to the 20. And he's in, and that's actually Jake Larson. Jake Larson on the carry, but I think it's going to come all the way back. As we'll see what the penalty is. Penalty was called in the backfield there. As we're under 3 minutes to go here. Still waiting the call here. And it's a ineligible player downfield for Cavs, so that will back them up. And it will be a second down for the Cavs. 2:32 left to go here in the Boulevard Dental and Rapsay Rush Hockey fourth quarter. Looks like they're going to run 3 wideouts, person in the single wing, ball snap. He'll pitch up to, I think it's Skinner. Cade Kavanaugh on the carry.
Third down.
As it will be third down, third and about 10. Ball placed at the STM 40-yard line. With under 2 minutes left to go here in the game. Cavaliers will come out with 2 wideouts in a double wing set. Ball snap. Kirsch looking to throw. Going to throw it to the near side. Number 4 in the game. Number 4 for the Cavs is Jacob Hyde. 5'10", 160-pound sophomore on the catch. As it will be fourth down now for the Cavs with 90 seconds left to go here in the Boulevard Dental and Rapsay Rush Hockey fourth quarter. And they're just going to put it off here. Simunek will come onto the field. Minute 12 left to go here in the game. In the backfield for Sturgis is Noah Wamshire. So the ball snap. Simunek will kick it off. Wamshire will just let it hit the 24 and let it bounce. As that's where it'll be down. It'll be down at the Sturgis, we'll say, 18-yard line. With 40 seconds left to go in the game. At least that probably one more play that Sturgis will call here. 20 seconds left in the game. 2 wideouts, single man in the wing, ball snap. West will roll out to the far side, being rushed, throws it downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. 10 seconds left on the clock as it will still run. And I believe that was the last play of the game. And it is. So the St. Thomas More Cavaliers improved their record to 2-2, and Sturgis will make their record of 1-3. Our next SD Sports Buzz live stream won't be until 2 weeks from now, as the St. Thomas More Cavaliers take on Douglas in Douglas. That game's slated to start at 6 o'clock p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Our pregame show will start at 5:40 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So again, we are not going to live stream the Cheyenne Eagle Butte game, as that's where St. Thomas More will head up to next. Our next live stream is 2 weeks from now, as they will play Douglas up in Douglas. I'd like to thank those of you watching, or who watch SD Sports Buzz live streaming broadcasts of St. Thomas More Cavalier football. And again, Cavs lead win 36-0. I'd like to thank all our sponsors: Corey's Tire Factory, the Skin Institute, Boulevard Dental, the Rapsney Medical Center, and Rapid City Rush Hockey for our sponsors, and all our sponsors that show up on the video stream. So my name's Matt Kearney, and I'm signing out here from Dutton Field. Again, the St. Thomas More Cavalier gets the win over the Sturgis Scoopers, 36-0. So long from Dutton Field.